Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams, and these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Oh, look out. There he goes. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That type of big play can even make traveler perk up and take notice.
Hey, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Offense working from the pistol. The give to the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The Bulldogs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Feeling some heat. Looking to scramble. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. For all the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, you know, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glare.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Here's the handoff. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, USC.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Johnson wants to throw it. He's right on target. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Getting some heat. He makes a catch. Ripping through the defense. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Quick strike complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
First and goal, USC. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USC 3, Georgia 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans.
USC, number 30, with the carry.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Offense gets set for second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Looking to move it through the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Johnson looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
The Trojans have their offense in high gear. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. Lets it fly. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one, a 40-yard try coming. Not a chance. Missed it. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Johnson wants to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quick handoff. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Trojans want to move quickly. They'll throw it on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Powers through the defender. Across the 25, he's got room. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, USC. And once he got loose, it was all over. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, you got the long touchdown run.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He wants to throw. Looking for a deep man. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. And
he's off to the races. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, he gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Forced out of the pocket. The throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
And he does.
Gain of 2.
Much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now the play fake. Still on his feet. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At the 35, he's open. Can anyone catch him? And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Buys a little extra time. He turns it loose to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies, highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, USC 24, Georgia 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Johnson looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
It's complete on the right side. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the day.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Coming after it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This crowd bringing serious noise on this huge 4th down play. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw. It's Worthy. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. Quick completion on the out. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
They're trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter. Their execution offensively is just going to...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
That's caught. It's Young. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Now on the move. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he's got it inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They want to run this quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Johnson wants to throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Trojans line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. On the move. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Georgia going up tempo. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it, to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Stands in and takes the hit. Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. Just trucks through it. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game, tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.